everybody. For today's video, I wanted to try something new out that I personally don't have a lot of experience with, but I've played it a few times, and that is Spider Solitaire. So with me, I got some brand new bicycle playing cards. Nothing fancy. And for those of you who don't know how to play, because up until recently I personally didn't know how to play, it actually involves 2 decks. So we're actually going to combine the decks, and I'm just going to give them a shuffle. Or maybe I'll just keep them separate for now, just to help with the shuffling. Yeah, like I said, I personally don't have much experience with it, and there's a good chance you guys probably don't either. So, wanted to introduce you guys to it. Alright, so the cards are, they seem to be pretty shuffled. So, with this monstrous deck, I'm just going to take about half of it. So we're going to do 10 rows to start off with. So, that looks pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that does look good. And we're going to do 5. So we're going to do 5 total rows on top of it. 10 cards per row. There's going to be 5 complete rows, and then the last row is only going to have 4. And then you'll take your deck and I'll just set it off to the side for now. Now, the first card in each row here, I'm going to flip over. So the rules are kind of similar to just regular solitaire, but this is Spider Solitaire, so it's a little different. So with 2 decks, it makes it a little bit more interesting. Overall, the gist of it is you're going to get a row of cards from a king all the way down to an ace, and once that happens, you can actually take those cards and just take them off the field. And to win the game, you will get all 8 kings through ace sets off the field, and you will win. Now, there is a couple different difficulties. For now, we'll just do a couple of the easier ones, and maybe we'll try a harder one later on. The easiest way, and the way I'm going to try first, is it doesn't matter the color or the suit. So you could have like a red king of hearts, and then you could just put a red queen of hearts on top of it. So king, queen, jack, it doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the suite or suit. way down. The next difficulty up from that is it has to be the same color. So the suite doesn't matter. So again, it could be a red king of hearts, but then a red queen of diamonds. So they have to be the same color. And then, lastly, the hardest difficulty is all in the same suit. So, yeah, they all have to be hearts. They all have to be spades, all have to be diamonds, and so forth. So for now, we're just going to do, just to introduce you guys to it, and if you've never seen it before, just going to play any card on top of any card. Doesn't matter the suite, doesn't matter the color. So, also, and you'll see as we go along, to take any cards out of our deck here, this is not like regular solitaire where you can just take one and put one down wherever you want. With this, how it works is all the rows at the base there have to have at least one card in them. And again, any card can be moved to that space if it is open. However, if there is an open space, you have to move one of these open cards to that space. If all 10 spaces are filled in, you can take one card from the deck and put it on top of every single card here. So, it's a little different. Like I said, you guys will see how it goes along. If you've never heard of Spider Solitaire or never played it before, maybe this video will just sort of help you get used to it, see what it is about, and maybe you guys can try it out yourself. So, I'm just going to set the deck off to the side for now. To start off, let's see, and again, we're playing, it doesn't matter the suite or the color. So to start off, I'm going to move this 8 over to this 9. And it's an ace. And there is no, like regular solitaire, you have a stack off to the top with like aces too. There is none of that. It all has to stay on the field. Which can potentially make things interesting. Let's see, I'll move this 5 over to the 6. And then I'll just go ahead and move the 4 on over as well. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and move this 8 on over. I'll move the jack on over as well. Let's see. Move the 4 over to this 5. I'll just go ahead and move this jack on over. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and move this 3. I think, and again, there's a lot going on here. I normally say that in my videos, but there's a lot going on, so if I potentially miss a move, forgive me. You guys may or may not see a move that I do or don't make, so like I said, just forgive me if that is the case. Let's see, so 3 can go, yeah. So actually this stack right here can go on over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move the 10 to that jack there. What am I don't know what I'm doing. I meant to do this, move the 9 and the 8 on over. Oh, the king. So, now that we have a king, I'm going to go ahead and move this stack over here, but then I'm just going to go ahead and move this king on over there. So now we have one of the rows that potentially could, we could go out on. It's starting to form over there. 3, the 9, no 7s. no twos for him. So I think with that, yep, I'm gonna get the handy deck, and I have to add a card to each and every row. Now you'll see that over here, that potentially throws a problem in my plan, because I mean I technically could get lucky and get a 7, but more than likely I'm not. So you really don't want to add cards if you don't have to, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to, oh, that worked out nicely. Add a card to each row. Yeah. Oh, there's a 7. Alright, and then we will go from here. So with that, I can't just, well, I could move it, but then I'd have to move the 8 somewhere. Man. That really messes things up for me. Right. Here's what I'll do. I'll move this 6 over to this 7. And then I'll move this 3 to this 4. Free up another card. That doesn't really do me any favors, though. I guess I'll just move this 5 on over there. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely a different game. I feel like sometimes, especially with one card draw, solitaire can be just very easy. Now again, if that's what you're looking for, just a simple, just a very straightforward, easy game, basic solitaire is great. Like I said, this is just a sort of, if you've never played Spider and never even heard of it, great little introduction to Spider Solitaire. So I could move, and I will. I'm going to move this 8 on over, so I can move this 7. Look at this. I can actually move this stack with these 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 on over here, and with that, I do need an ace. Can I move him anywhere? Oh man, I thought I had it, but yeah, close. I'll move this 9 on over. Look at that, look at that. And with that, we now have a king through an ace. So I can actually take this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set it off to the side. So I can flip a card there, and then I can move a card, which I will move the king on over to. I'll move this 5 down. Let's see. I'm just gonna condense. Well, don't want to condense it a whole lot. I'm gonna move this 4 and this 3 on over. Hopefully that's it. Okay. And then I'll move the queen and the jack on over. Oh, there's another king. Let's see. I'll move the 10, 9, and 8 on over here. There is a 7th there, but it's... Oh, actually, I can't move that. I can move that there. I don't think I have any more 2s or aces. So that row's almost complete, but not quite. Let's see. Again, forgive me if I miss something. There's a 6 open there. I could do this. I'll just move the 5 up and move this 4 and this 3 on over. Reveals a jack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to some sevens because I think there's 4 6s on the field. Not much I can do there. I can move the 3 on over. I'll move the jack on over. There we go. What would be most beneficial to put him at, though? I'll just move him over here for now. That way I can move the king on up. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and move this 6 on over. Oh, look at that. Queen. I'm going to move jack and the 10. That will. I still need a 2, but that freed up some cards. Is there not? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Who would have thought? It doesn't really matter. Let's move that 5. I think we're starting to get somewhere. 5. Move this 4 and this 3. So all I need is a 2 and an ace on each of these piles, and they can get out of here. Let me see here. I don't think there's any more moves I could make at the moment. Oh, no. I can move this 5 to that 6. Oh, look at that. Move this queen on and over. Look at that. So, this row's been here a little longer, so I will do that first. Now we have another row off the field. I will move this king on over. And again, it doesn't have to be a king in the open spot. Me personally, I just like to have a king, so that way it's its own dedicated row. I'll move this king on. Man, we have so many 6s on the field. I think with that. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do, so I'm going to add a card to each pile. Oh man, I really messed that pile up. I'm sure, I'll look at it in just a second, but I'm sure there's some arranging I can do. Alrighty, so with that worked out good. I just need to move the ace. Well, not a big deal. Look at this. Let's move the ace. I can actually just move it back to this stack. And we have 3 piles taken care of now. So, I'll just keep that stack open for just a little bit. I feel like I have enough kings. Tell you what, here's what I'll do. I'll move this stack on up. So if I can move this 3 on over, I feel like this is it's a very big pile. Let's see, I'll move the 2 on over. Let's see. I could use some jacks for those. Over, that's just for him. Oh man, it's not looking good. I really need some 7s. I got way too many 6s on the field. I guess I could move this 3 and this 2. Just so I can get close to having that. Man. I'll just move him on over. And then him on over. lay some more cards down. Let me do one more look. 5. Nah, I'll just put some cards down. I know it throws a wrench in the plans, but yeah, what the heck. Again, it's just a relaxing card game if you have 2 decks. I'm really liking these bicycle playing cards. They feel really good. Alright, where does that leave us at? I feel like that kind of throws a ratchet in the plans. I don't know even where to start. I guess I'll just move the queen, this jack. I can move this 10 and 9. I'll move this 8. Is there a 7 anywhere? Man, I'm getting screwed by these 7s. Man. I guess I'll just move this stack to its own dedicated row. See, I can move the ace to 2, I guess. Is there a 5? Oh. Yeah. Reveal some more cards, hopefully. But that doesn't really do me much good. I don't want to jam myself up too much, but I really need some cards from the deck, so I am going to. I'm just going to put some more cards down. Alright, and that did free up a 7. Is there a 2? I can move that to the 2. I'll move that to the 7. 6. 5. Oh, there's another 7. Here's a 4. Here's a 3. And a 2 and an ace. And with that, we have 4 of the rows gone. No, cool. Oh, there's a queen up there. What are my options here? Yeah, what the heck? I'll just move the 7. I'll just move it over here. So I can see what card we got there. I'll move it down. I'll just move the jack over so I can put a king up. Oh, look at this. I can move this stack on over. Get a jack. Is there a 10-9? Right, here's a 10-9. Oh. Got an 8-7. Now, I could just do that, I guess. To free up these 6 and the 5. And then I could take this stack for and we now have 5 rows taken care of. Let's see. It doesn't matter. I can move the 8 on over to reveal that. I need a queen to get some more kings going. Let's move 9 to his own row. And then I can move that on up. I can move the 2 over. There's Jack there. There's one of the queens. And with that, I don't know exactly if solitaire's a win once all the cards are upright, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Jack 10, I can move a 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just move the ace. And with that we have another stack done. Move the king over. 4, 3, 2 ace. I will move this here to the 5. Move the 5 to the 6. And the 6 to the 7. Well, technically I need a card in each row, so actually here's what I'll do. I'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I gotta do one more. So with that, I'm gonna have to use the remaining cards. I don't know for certain, but I think we have it. And with that, the deck is out of cards. So I'm gonna move the jack to the queen. Queen, jack on over. See, I can pull a 10, I can pull a 9, I can pull a 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's see, 2 and an ace. Yeah, with that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Alright, and with that, we have one. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. So hopefully you guys sort of see how it works. It does take a little longer than a regular solitaire game, and I feel like it is more involved, but I enjoyed it. I think it is different. I feel like most people just play regular solitaire and they don't sort of venture off. Let's see. Try not to be too loud with the cards. Alright, I guess that half looked pretty good. That should be pretty good. Hit it with a few more. Alright. And what the heck, for this time around, we will do all of one color. So again, doesn't matter it doesn't matter the suit. Just as long as it's a king through an ace of the same color. Use both. Alrighty. That should be pretty good. some rows right now. Getting 10 cards a row. We do 5 complete rows. Then the first 4 rows get a card. And I set the rest of the deck, I'll just set it off to the side. So we reveal the front card in each row. And again, we've ramped up the difficulty just a little bit. And they all have to be the same color, which, as you can see over here, it is. So I will move the queen, the jack, the 10, I can move the 7 on over. I can move the 8. I can move the ace to the 2. I can move the 6 to the 7. I can move this little stack over here. There. Actually, I'll just move. I'll move that stack. Hopefully that's pretty much in agreement. Alrighty. I can move the 4. And the 3. Let's see here. Might as well move the 2 on over. Let's see here. I want to say, yeah, since we're doing color, I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a card down on top of each row. Mess everything up, of course. Alright, so with that, I can move this 9 on over, and this 8, just to free up that 7. I don't think it really matters, but I can make that move. I can move the 6 on over. I can't move. I think that's going to be out of frame, so I'm going to condense it. 9 at the top there. And ace at the bottom. 6, I can move and the 7. Look at that. I can move the ace on over. Still know where to put that. 3, that would be nice. Let's see. I don't think I can make any moves. That worked out very nicely. That 5 still, yeah. 5. Man. Not that that's really doing anything. I can move this 2 on over. Man. I think I'm getting hosed here. Because you see, now you start getting into the, well, oh, I could move this 9 over, but now I have all this junk in front of it that I don't really want. So it does start to get interesting. I will give it that. I think once again I'm going to have to put some cards down. Can I move this? I can move this queen. See, there's a red 2. My red ace is buried. Let's see, I'll move the jack over. Oh man, is there a red 10? Or black 10? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, maybe. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, yeah. And look at this, I can actually... Oh man, there's a queen on top. No, I was gonna move. No, dang it. If that queen wasn't there, I was gonna move this whole stack on over and... Man. I would need a black king, which is... There's no red 4. Oh man, I was so close. I was so close to doing something. Well, I can't move this 9 on over. Man, I don't see nothing. I don't want to. I think I only have like 1 or 2 more deals I can make with the deck. Unfortunately, if I make that, it's really going to jam me up. Man, I'm so close to 2 rows, but I'm gonna have to deal more cards. Alrighty, where's that put me at? I gotta really think about this stuff. Unfortunately, I'm just getting more and more jammed up. I can move the jack down. Is there anywhere I can move him? No. Yeah, I'll move the 10 over, because why not? There's no black 2. Man, I'm just getting screwed here. I could move black 7 over. But once again, oh, there's black 5. But unfortunately, is this card even? Unfortunately, I've now blocked the. There's no black 6 anywhere, is there? Oh, there is, but I can't move this 9 anywhere. I'm like so close to being able to wipe out like several suites, like several whole rows here, but I can't see. If I can move this 9, I could get to the black 6 to move that whole thing over. Yeah, it would clear that out, and then I could move the ace down. There's black 6 there. What am I talking about? Forget what I was saying. I'm tired. Alright, so I can move this ace down here and get rid of our first set of cards. Alrighty. I still can't do anything with him. I could move this. As carefully as possible. Over there. I can move this 8 on over. Hold up, might have done something here. I can move that over. Yes, so I can move that. And then with this, I can move the 5, 4, 3, 2 ace on over here. And I know it's a jumbled mess, but it is a full set. Alright, maybe we're not out of this. I thought we were, but maybe there's... I might be speaking too soon, honestly, but maybe not. Let's see here. I can move this 7, 6, 5 on down here. That feels an 8 that I can move over there. A 4, does that help me at all? I can move that over to this stack. I don't even know if that's still on camera. No, not really. But, I can move the ace to this 2, which frees up a row. Let's see here. I could really want to be careful with this, not to mess it up. Got a run of a jack on down over here. My red queen. There's no red queen. Man, what do I do here? I don't want to make a stupid move and potentially burn myself for the rest of the game. I'm gonna move the queen up so that I can take this big stack and move it. It's gonna be off camera, but it's down on this 10 here, so I can hopefully reveal a good card, which I did not. Crap. I can free up. There's holes. So the suite's basically done over here, but I just need a black king, which I can't get. Man. Honestly, I don't know. Another black 9. Well, I mean, I could move this jack up here. It's a jumbled mess, but I can't really do anything with that queen. Man, oh man. I don't know what to do. one to draw because my next draw is the last draw. I'm gonna jumble up this mess. So, yeah, I guess I'll have to draw. This is the last draw, so hopefully this doesn't mess me up. But we shall see. Hopefully this leaves me with some kind of option. I don't think this leaves me with much option. I hate to say it. We're gonna need the black king to get that row out. This row here needs a black, well, I could move this stack over here. Is there a red king? Can I get to him? I need a black 5. Ah, man. I can move the 10 over. I can move this over. I can't do anything with him. This row has been messing me up this whole game. I'm just trying things at this point. Not that they may or may not matter. Honestly, it's not looking good. What do you guys think? I don't think it's looking good here. That sucks is what that does. If I could move that, there's just so many possibilities. They're so close and yet so far away. If I could get to that king, I could move this whole stack out of the way. Oh man, so close. If I could get to that king, I could move that whole stack out of the way. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna really sit here and think for. Oh man. There's no 3 to move that stack. Didn't check. There's no red queen, is there? Nope. This is a 4. There's no on top of my very large stack, but there's no red 5 to move it to. No red 5. Black 8. Nope. 2, 3. Nah, that doesn't matter. Yes, I could move that over, but that doesn't solve anything. Black 5. It is there, but it's buried. I need a black 5 to complete that. Is there a black 9 that I can move that stack to? Nope. This stack needs a black king. Again, it's buried. And that stack needs a black 5, so. Oh man. Well, with that, we are. Yeah, we're gonna have to call this this one done. I'm curious, so, really? Alright, officially I lost this one. I'm just going to, this is completely off record, this is unofficial. I'm just gonna play around for a minute. I'm gonna move this 3 and the 4 over, and I'm just going to, just for demonstration purposes here, I'm just going to, again, this is not official. I've lost. I just wanted to see how things would have played out. So I'm just gonna take this row out of the game. So assuming I had an open row, let me see if maybe there's something I could possibly have done. So I would move this queen up, which would give me access to the 3. I could move this 7 and this 6 on over. Wow. Maybe not. This was the, and the crazy thing is, if you added suites in, so they all have to be diamonds, or they all have to be, that would make it even crazier. I just kinda, this is like medium to do all of the color. But even that's looking like it's crazy. Man. Alright. Again, I've lost. I'm just playing around at this point. Oh, I can't even play around because again, I'm just gonna take another set out of the deck. I'm just playing around, seeing how things would have played out. Clearly I royally lost. I didn't just lose a little bit. I lost big time. Jack the 10. I can get moved over. Because I can move the 6 to move this 9. 8. What a game. So, if you guys did like this, I can do it again. I'll probably just do the any suite or any color. Make it a little easier for us, because we did win the first one. I can move the 4 over, frees up this 8, which frees up this 7 and this 6. I can move the 3 on over. With that, I'm gonna move this that big stack. I can do that. And again, like I said, I've lost. I'm just showing you guys how things may or may not have played out. Had things had gone a little different. But even then, apparently I would be struggling because I'm still missing. Oh man, because even then I'm still missing my black 5. I need it in like multiple spots. Wow, I like really lost this one. Alright, you know what? Again, completely lost. I just wanna, if I did have a black 5, would that really have, no, because I'm still missing the black. Man. Not really, because, well, I could have done that, and then but then there's no... Wow, I royally lost this part, so... We've already established I've lost again. I'm just doing a complete hypothetical at this point. I would move this check over to try to find some of the key cards we need. Again, all my black 9s seem to be nowhere to be found, so that 10 does not help me. I could do that. I mean, I am just at an absolute loss for words on this game. Black 9 would be nice. Black 5 would be nice. I mean... Just what a wreck of a game. I could do this. I could do this. What card do I move? I'll move the ace, I guess. I don't... Does that really help me? Not really. Hey, there's a black 9. Look at that. Alright, so then I theoretically could have done that. And then I could have done that. Which would have done that. Seven. I mean, I am just getting absolutely screwed over. Just what a game. I mean, there's like... Alright, well... Honestly, I just want to see where the cards are. So, I not only lost a little bit, I lost a lot. I cheated like 5 times at the end there. There's one of the 5s, there's some of the kings. There's one of the 9s. Queen, okay, alright, so there you have it. There's some sets. Like I said, it's just a Spider Solitaire is different. Again, there's different, some different difficulties. It's set up differently. Uses 2 decks just to sort of keep things fresh and interesting. I enjoyed it, and I'll probably be playing it again here in the near future because I want to win it some more. And I don't know, I've never really played it much, a whole lot before until I started looking up different card games, and this is one of the ones that came up for a single player. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you want to see more card videos, I'm more than happy to do them. Whether it's a set of card games that I have played or have not played yet. Like I said, I can learn it. I can also do magic card tricks if you want to do those. Like I said, I just picked up a whole mess of these bicycle playing cards. So I'm more than happy to do them. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you like ASMR with cards. I certainly do. And I will be making plenty more videos with cards in it. That being said, I will see you guys next time.